This is the Lord of Sin. Welcome back to another episode of my channel. Today we're actually going to be covering a brand new game that's launching. It's called Templar Battleforce. It's created by the Trese Brothers, the same ones who brought you Star Traders RPG, Cyberpunk, or Cyber Knights RPG, and several other games. This game is very much like its Templar Assault game, and is the fifth game, I believe. Don't quote me on that. I had to double check it. I should have double checked it beforehand. The fifth game to actually be featured in the Star Traders universe of their games. This game, if you're familiar at all with Heroes of Steel, is going to be very similar to how Heroes of Steel was set up as well. So you'll be very, very familiar with the type of game. It's a what's called a strategic tactical RPG. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get in. I played a little bit on this, more as a test to see how things are going to go. So we're going to start a brand new game today, and we're going to call this game. Which we're not going to call this game. We're going to leave it in here as normal, and we're going to skip the first. We're not going to skip the first 5 levels. Initial deploy. I'm actually going to go ahead and play through, so you guys can see at the same time and how this game pretty much works. Now, because I played on the other game on easy difficulty, this is going to be probably a little more difficult. Dude, I wanted to do that. Now you'll notice some other things, that this game is much larger, per se, than what my other games have been. And the reason for that is I'm not running this on my phone. I'm actually doing this video on the PC. And so obviously you can see up here that I've got some other information going here. I'm going to just go through. If you want to read this, you can go back and read it too later on. So this game is being launched on Steam as well as on Android. These Let's Plays that I'm going to be doing for the beginning of this series is most likely going to be pretty much a Steam only. As such, I've been able to get an early version of it so that I can show you guys how it works. But I'll be playing the full version as soon as it launches later on today. Alright, so we're going to move it, and this is how you do it. You simply just move to where you want to go, or pick where you want to go, and double tap. And then your Templar is going to move to that area. And I'm going to move further into the room here. Now these guys are in huge mechs, so they are pretty protected for the most part. But this gives you a good idea of how this is going to run. You'll notice I have one spot here, one spot here, and one spot over here to move to. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to try to go here, but if you'll notice, I still have a little bit of action movements here, action points here, but no movement left. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to hit enter to refresh. This is going to give the enemy a turn. This is turn-based strategy RPG games. Now I have 3 movement points left, and it should open up the next portion of the game. Alright, so now you're hearing that there's a bunch of skitterings all over this place. It gives you the hotkeys as to how to attack. And for the most part, this inaugural, I guess you could say, video, I'm not going to be using the hotkeys so much. Maybe in the next one, so that I learn it better, it will. But for right now, I want to show you guys how I'm going to be able to use this. So it says I need to use the remnants of this barricade as a choke point against the skitterings. I have with no option of battlefield healing, I need to use every tactical advantage I can to avoid damage. So as we'll see here, there's not a whole lot of real options I have to go with. I can try to go here, and I notice that he's in my scope for shooting him, so that's exactly what I'm going to do here. 42 damage there, and he's not dead, and he's close enough to me where he can do damage. So now I'm taking him out for Shaloon. Each knight has 5 action points, AP to spend every turn, and each attack costs 2 action points. Then as the Templars engage the Leviathan battle armor in combat actions, their mobility is reduced for the rest of the turn. Whenever a Templar spends action points, or AP, the same number of MP, or movement points, is also consumed. So they're pretty much done here. I think what I'm going to do, I have no more action, I've got 1 action point left and no more movement. But I don't have very much health, so what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to sit back and go ahead and let the enemy go by pressing enter. Now they're going to advance on my position, and if you're lucky, maybe we'll get to see it, when an enemy attacks like that one, sometimes you get a chance to actually counterattack. This game is pretty ruthless, much like all of the other Trese Brothers games, where you've only got so much health, especially on the higher levels, and it becomes an endurance battle for Iron Man type of gaming, where you are going to have to really watch your people and take very good care of them, because you could easily die very, very, very quickly. So now we're going to watch as the rest of the ship falls apart. Alright, so the ship's engineering is trying to contain the damage. They're closing in. And we only have about 2 minutes left of this first episode of this Let's Play. So let's go ahead and try to reach Soldier Dallin, where his position is being overrun. So I'm going to move in here. It's going to show me where I can see the objectives here, or hit the W button, which brings it up. So now that it's pulled up, you can see I can look here. Reinforce Major Luther at Bulkhead E6 against the Xeno Flood, and then reinforce Soldier Dallin at the platform in Kappa Sector Deck 12. Pardon me. Now, in the meantime, I don't have any. Yeah, I've got other areas around here. There's a guy up here, or there's a door up here, pardon me, and what would seem to be in the door over here. But I'm going to move over like I was asked to go to this sector. I can't move that far, so what I'm going to have to do is hit enter, let the enemy turn come in, or enemy run their turn, and we're going to go ahead and try to advance into this area. This hallway is a choke, and I hope that they're not going to be over here, because I don't want to have to deal with it. Oh, we have dramatic music, which means there's another soldier there, there's another enemy behind me, and he's trying to take these guys out. As soon as I try to capture him, we're going to end the video there, and that'll be the end of episode 1. Hope you guys stay tuned for episode 2, and I've got something very shortly that I'm going to talk to you about. Matter of fact, are they going to live? We don't know. What I'm going to do is I'm going to pause this for now. Hold your ground shoulder together, we'll take it out. Okay. Now before we go into the portal here, first fire, Overwatch. We don't know if they're going to survive. And each costs 2 action points to the soldiers in the burst fire, and then engage Overwatch. There is a contest that I've got going for this, just so that we're on the same page. If you guys are interested in getting a copy of this game, then what I would like you to do is leave me below in the comments section your Steam name. You leave me your Steam name, and I'm going to do a random pick by this Friday for 1 copy, or not even this Friday, actually I'll do it for Thursday. I'll do it Thursday. By Thursday, I will go through and I will put all the names out that are in the comments below on this video, and I will add them all to a list, and I'm going to randomly pick one of them out using the most fair option I can think of on random.org, and that person will win a Steam key for this game, for the actual full game, on Thursday afternoon. I'll even announce it for another video that I'll post either Thursday or Friday, so please stay tuned for episode 2 of Templar Battleforce by Trese Brothers. This is The-LordofSyn. Have a great day. I'll see you next time.